Hi there, hope you're doing well, and welcome to what I hope to be the first of many videos of me documenting my journey on the NHS Path to Remission program to help combat type 2 diabetes. Yeah, long story short, I've recently been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, or at least my blood glucose levels are high within the diabetic range, and the NHS have offered me a couple of solutions, and one of them being the Path to Remission program, which is a year-long program where the initial first 3 months consist of a total diet replacement, a TDR, which means that for 3 months I will only be drinking and eating either soups or shakes. I personally decided to just go with shakes for 3 months. So 4 shakes a day, totaling about 800 to 900 calories a day. Do that for 3 months, and then after that it will be reintroducing food slowly in a healthy and monitored way in order to help bring down my weight and to help reduce my blood glucose levels. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. So a bit more like detail and storytelling. End of last year, beginning of this year, I started feeling really tired, lethargic. I didn't really have any energy or drive to do anything. I was quite happily rotting in bed. Part of that could have been to do with, like, say, depression or anxiety, because I had suffered with that in the past. But recently, I've been quite in a high mood. Anxiety is pretty much non-existent, so wanted to get some blood tests to kind of rule anything out, see if there's anything untoward going on behind the scenes. Had my blood tests, and pretty much everything came back within normal range. There was no notes apart from on my blood glucose levels, which I believe they look for a number under 42. Mine was 75. And similar to golf, the higher the number doesn't mean you're winning. So the NHS were really good. As soon as I had those blood tests and that result came back, within a couple of days, I had a call from a diabetic nurse who then offered me two solutions to kind of like combat this, stating like, yeah, you're in the diabetic range. After kind of like divulging details like, yeah, I'm about 6 foot, I'm 181 kilos. My diet is terrible. Like I snack on crisps, chips, and takeaways constantly, and my activity levels are just almost minimal to non-existent. So it was like, yeah, I wasn't surprised when I got that diagnosis. So fair enough. And the two solutions they offered me were, one was where I could go on kind of like calorie controlled diet with a health coach, um, where it'd just be like smaller portions and smaller meals or like proper food. But that would have also meant I would have had to go on to medication as well. They didn't say what medication it was, um, but I didn't like the idea of having to go on medication. And the other solution they offered, which was this after remission program, the total diet replacement, I wouldn't have to go on the medication. I guess similar. So they provide me with powdered soups and shakes through a third party called Ultralife. I actually have the packs here. This is what you get. I've got the banana flavor and three other flavors. They provide with that, and you also get access to, again, a health coach through an app and weekly calls and monitor how the situation is going on, tracking, like monitoring your blood glucose with the blood glucose monitor, and also your weight through scales that they provide as well. So it's all provided for you free by the NHS, provided that you commit to the program for the year. And the reason I chose to go with the shakes over the other solution was kind of more just on my personality alone, of like, if I'm told I'm only allowed 4 of these a day kind of thing, I can kind of stick to it. And when I spoke to had my first session with kind of like the one-to-one with my coach, like diabetic practitioner who's kind of taking me through the program for the year, they said it's more of a case of like, because each shake is meant to be 2 scoops, so it's 8 scoops a day, and they were like, well, you don't have to have 4 shakes. You can have 2 shakes of 4 scoops each, or like 3 shakes, like do 2 2s and then 1 4 or in the evening. So that's kind of within my range. So there is some viability of how I distribute that throughout the day to kind of combat hunger. I am allowed to add no, like, 0 calorie flavorings to it. I believe there's like he mentions like my protein. They do like little flavor drop enhancer things which you can add to it to this flavor. If I were to do the soups, you'd be allowed to add like dry seasoning and stuff to kind of mix things up a bit. And alongside, obviously drinking as much water as I can, and I'm allowed like 0-calorie, like very low calorie drinks as well. Like I prefer Iron Brew Zero, which is 3 calories a can. So 3 of those is not going to make a big fat during the day. Things like that. So yeah, so I'm hoping that it's all going to go relatively well. I'm probably going to do like maybe a long form video like this, like once a week. And in the beginning, I may do like daily reviews of how I'm feeling after doing each one. But I am really positive about this. When I spoke to my coach on Thursday, a couple of days ago, like it was just like a practical call to make sure that I had everything I need ready, and I was ready to start in the 2 days time on March 24th. Yeah, he say in his call, he was like, a lot of people see this as kind of like a punishment, whereas I see it purely as an opportunity to change my mindset and my lifestyle and kind of get myself back on the right path. I think this is going to be really positive for me. I have a great support system in place at the moment. I have a lot of friends online and in person who are willing, who know about it and willing to help. They've obviously got the coach calls once a week, and I've got my family who have been really supportive and are going to be there for me the whole journey as well, which is great. I feel really blessed in that regard. But at the end of the day, it is going to be down to me and my mindset and being positive in the fact that this is going to be an opportunity for me to lose weight, re-educate myself, and get back in, well, get into a habit of eating whole foods instead of processed crap. I think I should really just like take it, like an opportunity like this doesn't really come around where it's going to be provided free for me. So I'm going to make a huge saving on the food bill for 3 months. It's going to be amazing. So put the mindset into that, like I can save that money up and make it a reward after those 3 months, or after like halfway through the program. If I find that I have lost weight and I am now slimmer, I can use that money to buy new clothes. That's going to be a reward. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. And now I'm kind of just waffling on a bit. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Feel free to comment any kind of like tips or tricks or negative comments, whatever. Engagement is engagement. If you know someone else who might be going on to this plan, maybe send them my way and we can do it together, you know, solidarity and all that. And ask any questions in the comments, and I'll be trying my best to answer them as best I can. I might do a couple of other kind of like update videos like this to see what else I can come up with to guide you along the way. Anyway, thanks for your time. Hope to see you in future videos, providing everything goes well. Take care and ta-ta.